y'all? Welcome back to No Fluff TV. It's Conversations with the P. I got a room full of some beautiful guests, and we're gonna start off right here to my right. Introduce yourself.
Joshua Patrick.
Illya Blandon.
Raj, aka the Professor.
He got hung up.
Chenitra.
Alright. So I'm sitting here with some singles. We had some other people that were supposed to come, but after all of the follow-ups I did this week, they somehow forgot. So shout out to them. So we're gonna jump right into it. So the single life, like I'm no longer single, but I hated the single life. And so I was thinking I wanted to, I guess in a sense, put a little light on that because I think I was thinking that people weren't understanding how hard it can be. Being single, you see a lot of people now, especially when we get older, a lot of people we know get married, having kids. You look on Instagram, you got, Cardi B married. You getting all these celebrities married. Like, dang, Lord, when is my time?
Facts.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Facts.
And so I know it can be frustrating. It was frustrating for me. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I definitely hated it so much. So, how is single life now in 2019? Who's gonna take the floor?
I guess I can start.
Okay.
I'm freshly single, I would say since May of this year.
Okay. You said May
Yeah.
of this year? It's January.
I mean,
It's okay. It's
I know
May.
we adjusted.
Yeah.
Last year, 2018.
Or, okay.
And it's definitely an adjustment, especially if it's a long-term relationship. I was in a 6-year relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it's not the best experience all the time just because people are so fake. People they have this representative in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you really don't realize who people are until time goes on. But during that time, you're giving your time and effort and all that. But this time around, I'm actually in a better place being single. I feel like this is just a time for me to really learn myself, like who I am almost in my 30s, and just really working on me. I feel like we just give so much of our time to others in relationships that you lose yourself. So for me, it's more so just focusing on me and being a better me so that when I do meet my husband, I'm in a better place.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I hate to see people waste time, honestly. Like, for an example, right? The whole, when Juju and Cameron broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was just, it's like sickening because it's like, man, you got this woman. She is the envy of so many women and so many guys would love to be with her. And you have this guy just like, it's over just because whatever. It was seen as something simple. And he was nonchalant about it. And I'm like, that was 12 years of her life.
Yeah.
Basically down the drain. And so I was like, man, that's kind of whack. What you think?
My perspective, man, as far as single life.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I just came out of a marriage. Yeah, for 8 years. Got married in 2010, and kind of just decided to go our separate ways or whatever. For the single life perspective, I mean, it get rough sometimes.
Rough in what way?
I mean, for the sexual aspect,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You used to doing things, consistently, whenever, having that at your disposal or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then, that's cut off. And for me, trying to have good morals and live, the way the Lord want me to live,
Yeah.
just don't want to jump on anything.
Right.
And like you said, you got to be careful about who you
Giving yourself
meeting.
to.
You know what I'm saying? Give yourself to. You know what I'm saying? People put on that facade or whatever. So my advice, you know, what I've learned is pretty much as far as before I look to date is I don't care how beautiful you are on the outside. Like, I mean, that's a plus, but I got to get in tune with your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't want to mess around. Like, say, give your time to people that got foul spirits or you know or corrupt morals, and you jump into that, you wasting more time, and you know.
Wasting more time, and then you taking on all that extra baggage that you gotta process yourself, along with your own.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to carry nobody else.
Yeah. It's like a camel with 2 humps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you come with 16 bags.
Right.
Oh.
And you drive a 2-door car. I ain't got time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You got some input, Josh, or what?
I don't actually. I haven't been single. Well, I was single, but it was for a short while.
Gotcha.
So, and it was a long time ago.
Okay, so what qualities, you looking for? Like,
Somebody that, we can have a good conversation. They can make me laugh, I can make them laugh. Just a good spirited person. Homebody person, not trying to go out all the time, doing stuff for them.
So you're a homebody?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm a person with good family values.
Okay.
Because I love my family. Family comes first. So that's like the main thing that I look for.
Huh.
How about yourself?
That's interesting.
How's that interesting?
It's just interesting. You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like...
Well, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Wow.
For that
For
age,
his age.
that's interesting. For that age,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Now, you probably know more personally than I do, but
Yeah.
at that age, like people want to be hitting the club.
Right, and see, that's not me. Like,
Right.
and I never dated anyone that was like that. That was like, ooh, I gotta go to the club. I don't like that going to the club. I feel like that's for show. People do that to, show off and do this and the third.
For Instagram.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's good
So
every
be like
once
this
in
right
a
here the whole
while.
time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not even enjoying them.
Exactly. You're not dancing. People not dancing. They just standing
They going
there.
live.
And I'm
Right.
like, that's
And it's just me and another person.
That's corny. I can buy a bottle and do that at the house.
At the house.
Yeah.
I
Right.
slowed down with going because, I would just be laughing at people. Like, certain things I'm just like, what in the world is going on out here? Like, some of the things that you see when you go out, it's just the things they wearing, the things they doing. I'm just like, what?
Nothing is to the imagination anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing is to the imagination.
I go from time to time,
Yeah.
but it's very limited.
Yeah.
You good because I want to take the time to get ready. If I'm putting up that much effort to get ready, I'm tired.
You know one thing I hated about the club? I never really liked going to the club, but when I would say since drag to go.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like, you go there, you're like, all right, let me get something to drink. So, yeah, let me get Coke and rum. And it was like $6-7. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's so
Right.
Oh, bro.
And then it don't even be that much
And it's like,
Like that.
Right.
I can get a whole bottle of Parmesan or something.
Right, and they give you these wedding glasses.
And I'm like, come on, bro. Come on
bunch of
now.
ice.
And, it's just so expensive.
Yeah. And it's all for show. That's the root of it. All for show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's
Let me
like
buy
that.
this $16 drink just to stunt on Instagram.
Yeah. And stand on couches and all
Right.
that.
Right.
Right.
Just for attention.
I can sit on my own couch for free.
Yeah. So, when you talk about single life, you're thinking about being with someone. I hear you talk about certain qualities and stuff that y'all looking for, but people with kids, what do you think about with that? Because you got a daughter from your marriage and everything. So, how do you deal with, or how should a woman, I guess, respond or come into the picture with you and your daughter? I got to think.
Well, I really can't see how they should respond. I can only see how I would hope they would respond.
Okay.
First I would hope that they are good with kids, or have some understanding that I have a daughter, and it's a package deal. I'm not gonna put no woman before my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And And I say it all goes back to me filling them out. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's in their heart. If I feel like you're inconsiderate, you're selfish, a lot of people know the vibes out.
Yeah.
And you know, if I pick if I picked it up early, pretty much, then I know I'm not gonna let you around my daughter. You gotta be a special type to get to see my daughter.
Yeah.
How
So,
soon would
right,
you
that's what I'm
introduce?
gonna say.
How soon? No less than 6 months.
Mm.
No less than 6 months. I got to know it's real for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna introduce my daughter to, you know, a lot of women. My daughter don't see me with other women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
You know.
gotta be careful with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? 'Cause you got a daughter.
Mhm.
So, how do you handle that?
I'm not big on men coming around my daughter. Period.
Yeah.
She's only met in her lifetime her father and
Yeah.
one of the other individual. And it took me a year of just talking to him, just me and him, filling him out before I ever put them in the same room together. Like he said, I feel like you need to, when you have kids, I feel like you need to know what you want with that person. Like if you don't want anything serious, then there's no reason why they're coming around your kids. So for me, I feel like you need to fill them out, especially with all this crazy stuff. Kelly's like all this stuff that's going on, especially if you have daughters and sons too.
Ain't nobody safe these days.
So you have to be mindful of the spirit you bring into your home and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Like you said, you never know who you bring around your kids, and you definitely have to be careful. You know, because like you said, people be out here looking.
Yeah, I saw this post recently that was saying like when you out here dating, you should talk about people's childhood life and their trauma, childhood trauma, all that. So people don't talk about those things. So then you really don't know who you bringing into your household.
People just want to. People just want to jump straight to the bedroom.
Right.
Nobody want to talk, put in time. You know, go to the park and sit.
Invest.
You know, they say invest time in somebody.
I mean, and that's your prerogative, but at the same time, it's like you need to separate your fun time from your family and kids and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I dated someone who had a child, and I didn't want to come to their child's life because I didn't want them to see me as a big brother figure or father figure, any of that. But with them, I guess, okaying it for me to be around their child, he kind of started looking up to me, and it kind of felt weird to me, and I wasn't ready, but I didn't have any bad intentions, so I just went with it, you know? So not to hurt him. But after we broke up, it kind of did, because he still asks her about me and all this and the third, so it's kind of weird. It is a tough situation.
For me, it's a turnoff if I'm talking to an individual who has a kid and is just free for me to just be around their kid. Like, if you offer something or you don't even, or you try to come around my kid and I explain to you what my standards are and you still push the subject, I'll cut you off. Like, it's just certain things.
Wow. Yeah. See, I knew when I was single, I didn't want to be with a woman who had kids.
And I felt the same way.
And it's not, I guess, in a certain sense I was discriminating against them, but it's like, it go back to what he said. He said, I'm not going to put no one before my daughter. And so if I come in your life, I'm sorry, I'm first.
Right. I mean, it comes with a lot.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I come around and then he's like, no, I got to do something with my daughter. I'm going to feel away.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to feel like, hold up now.
And there was time where
you supposed to love me more,
that.
woman. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it though. I mean, that child's been there. You don't fully know me yet. That child ain't going nowhere. So I understand the mentality behind it. But
yeah, 'cause I was about to ask, you talking about in the dating stage or
no, just period. I mean, when I was single, I've been wanting to be married since I was like 25, his age. But that was because my lifestyle was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, so I was looking to, if I was gonna be in a relationship, I was gonna be married. But my issue also was I just kept entertaining too many women.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's draining too. You know, it's like
It can be.
when you single and you, I guess, and you're not really committing, and so you just dating a bunch of different people. It gets costly. Like
Yes.
you had to take everybody to Olive Garden.
Exactly. Olive Garden
It's
is
like
$40.
It's $40
Right.
every time.
Not
They
even,
don't never want to go to
Right.
like, you know, Bojangles.
Applebee's.
Yeah, they want to.
Applebee's
I was working in
2 for $20.
Jiffy Lube, right? The girl told me, she's like, if a man take me out, he got to take me to Olive Garden. I'm like, ho, you work here for $7.50. You need to relax. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on now. Stop putting so much stress on the single man.
But well, my thing, even with that, entertaining a lot of women, like I'm not trying to brag, but I can. You know what I'm saying? I can do my thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. I mean, just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep your options open.
You do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you on that.
A, B, C, or D.
I
put
feel you.
time in behind that.
I feel you. They ain't even trying, like, they ain't bragging. That's real. That's real.
I know what you mean.
But one thing I learned though, dealing with individuals, especially if like they go back to the morals. One thing you hear me always say, your morals, your mental, and your heart. If your heart ain't right, I ain't got time for it. Like don't just be texting me. Pretty much give me an indication I can get right into bed with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like nah, that don't even. Nah, I'm good. I'm to the point now. Look, let's have some Bible study. Like this real now. I ain't putting on for the camera. This real. Let's have some Bible study. Let's talk about positive things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time for it. Like when I was 19 and all that. You know what I'm saying? I handled that then.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's on another level.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why like I can say certain females. I got cousins or just people I know in general that are looking for good men, but you gotta hold them to a certain standard.
Right.
You can't just
Settle.
settle. You know, she feel me.
I'm on it. I am on it. I've been there.
Yeah, you can't be settling. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some research. You gotta invest some time and see what these guys about. You know, and same for the guys. It's tough because you see Instagram models looking good. You know, so I'm a victim. You know, I see them like, God dang, they they right. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Too long.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes I gotta just like, this is ridiculous. I gotta get off Instagram.
Yeah.
But for real, it's where your heart at.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Your morals.
You were feeling the way though.
No, well,
Yeah.
what he was saying, like even though you're single, I feel like you still. I hear a lot. I've heard like, oh, if I'm single, I can be a hoe. No, I feel like you can, but I feel like the way that you carry yourself as a single person still says a lot about you as a person and where you are mentally, right? Because one thing is like you can move like that, and he, like he said, I can get however many women he want, but he chooses not to do that.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, well, in my last relationship, you were that, and then when it was time for you to settle down, it was very hard to break away from all these different women because emotionally now they have emotional ties to you.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. Like, so even though you can, you still have to have some sort of self-discipline and know who you are and what you're looking for. So, because when you come into that with a person you find, these women and men, they're crazy. Like,